Gosh.
Hello.
We're back again with another season. Do you know what? I think I'm going to actually have to start every single show like this because I choose the order after everything's edited.
Okay.
That's going to be the start of everything. But I am back again with another guest, another friend of mine, and I'm so excited. So we have Samson.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Do you know what? It's so... Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. But it's so funny because...
You need to
lean in. Less comfortable. But no. It's so funny because this thing has settings. So apparently if I click one of the buttons,
right, I
could get an applause on
there.
there.
You can actually do it?
Yeah, I can add it.
Do you know which... Have you... Oh, you have it set up here to get the applause on.
I'm scared.
Try one and see what happens.
Okay.
Just...
Oh, nothing.
because you can hear if it's... Okay.
Yeah, I could hear. Okay. Or maybe something had happened and I just can't hear it. I don't know.
Press all of them. Like, I would just put my hand...
I
didn't even know what...
No, nothing's happening. I think I need to set it up.
Okay.
And I can't bother to do that right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, this is Samson. Woo!
Hello everyone. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for coming. He was meant to be on last season, but...
Things... Yeah, I know.
He was meant to be here at 12, but...
I know.
Damn.
Apologies.
People really be making you wait. So you better come with good stories, good things to gist, because you waited a long time. So for those of you who don't know, he is an artist, a musician, but he's also a producer.
Yeah, I'm a producer, yeah.
He does everything.
I try, man. I try.
Is it you try, you have to, because people flop you?
Do you know what? Yeah, I can't even lie. Like, I actually can't even lie. Like, the thing is, yeah, okay, I'll be honest, yeah. As a kid, I always wanted to make beats, innit? Always wanted to.
What age?
I can't even remember. I would say I'm probably about 12 when I was like, I want to make beats. I want to be a producer.
Where? How did you even know about producing, making beats at 12?
So basically, as a kid, I was a really, really big Tyler the Creator fan. Like, really big. Even to this day, like, huge. Like, he's mad. Like, you get me? So, basically... How, like, as you see how, as like when we were like 12, 13, whatever, everyone was listening to like Lil Wayne, Drake, I wasn't one of them. I was listening to Tyler, like, and Odd Future and Earl Sweatshirt and
that's a bit, it's like, it's alternative.
Yeah, very, very. Because I was like that, innit? I was kind of like aloof from like everyone, like, everyone would be like, oh, that was that weird kid listening to, So, that is funny though, because like, I used to listen to like Chance the Rapper as well. Joey Badass as well, but like it's so funny that back then.
You saying it with an American accent?
No, because when you say it in an English accent, it sounds like Joey Badass. Joey Badass.
Yeah, Joey Badass.
But so it's weird that like I used to listen to them back then, but then like everyone would call me weird back then, but then now like everyone's like, oh,
have you heard?
Yeah, exactly, and I'm like, yeah, I was there. So basically what it was like as a kid, let me know if I'm being too loud, by the way. But yeah.
I will. I'll just like, calm down.
But yeah, as a kid, I just loved music as a kid, didn't it? My dad loved music as well. He used to blast music all the time, different cassette tapes. So this was like ranging from like Bob Marley all the way to down like Dolly Parton and like Elvis Presley, and then over down to Boney M, this disco kind of collective, like crazy range.
That is so different.
I know.
My dad had like 5 CDs in his car / cassettes, and it was Lara George.
Would he just circulate through them?
Every Sunday I went to church, Lara George.
No. I can't lie. Sundays had one thing in the car that was playing, yeah. But yeah. Now my dad, like, even his vinyl collection is crazy. His cassette collection is a real crazy one. So yeah, what I used to do as a kid, like this is when I was like 8, 9, whatever. when the like stuff was playing, because you had like stereo, everything, I'd go up to the stereo and then I would hear the beat. So you see how I think everything has like a BPM, beats per minute.
Yeah.
So like the beat would be going, and then there would be, just by chance, there was like a clock that was there as well, so I could see the seconds going, and I'll count the seconds as the beat was going. I'd be like, oh, okay, so this beat is a little bit ahead, and then I'll count in my head, like try and find how many beats match up into the minute, and like do that in my head, and I'll be like, oh, okay, like, so this is this many, da-da-da. And I was just like, just coding it in my head, like just taking it all in it. So when I reached 12, my dad brought a keyboard back to the house. He bought a keyboard. Literally after school, I'd come back after school, banging out keys over and over, because that's one thing that Tyler was really good at doing. If you listen to his old stuff, even the stuff now, a lot of it was like really beautiful chords, but like people didn't recognize them because it was over like really heavy 808s or like heavy drums or whatever, or like heavy synthesizers. But the chords are beautiful. And I loved it. What?
808s.
Oh yeah. Oh. It's basically like it's if you're hearing a beat and you hear the doom doom or whatever,
okay.
like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so he was beautiful, wasn't it? And I was like, okay, I want to learn how to do that too. And then my dad taught me my first chord, like my first ever chord.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, C major, and it was just a triad chord, so like 3 fingers, and it was because he taught me how to play Lean on Me. Bill Withers, yeah. So he taught me how to, he taught me how to play that. That was like the first thing I ever knew how to play on the keys ever.
Oh, you're an advanced lad. Everyone's first song is EastEnders. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, the one key, yeah. I never knew how to do that. It was just like, he just first taught me how to do it, and he's just like, okay, this is how you play it. So cool. So then I would come back after school and bang it out and be like, okay, what happens if I move one finger there, one finger there, and there? Over and over and over. Before I knew it, I was playing African Queen. I was playing John Legend, All of Me.
Do you know I didn't know you could play the piano?
Slightly. I'm not like, you see them guys in church that are doing, I'm not like that. But I can, you get me, I can do what needs to be done, but not to the level where, So, but yeah, that's when I started making beats. So like I found videos of like me when I was like 13, 14, of like recording. This one I had a big ass high top. I would record myself like playing something on keys and then playing something on guitar. I had guitar lessons from like year 7 or so, and then after a bit, like, and then I'll be beatboxing over it while I'm doing it, and then I'll video myself and be like, okay, when you learn how to produce, you're gonna make this and you're gonna rap over it and you're gonna do
Oh my gosh, so you knew from
early. Like even when I was 8, 9, whatever, and the cassette tapes were playing and I was there, I was practicing dance music. Like I was on stage, like as if it was my song. Right. I'd be like there, like as if I was. You get me? Like
I hear it still.
Even to this day, sometimes, and I mean it even there. Let me just. But yeah, I used to rap in the mirror. I used to, like a lot, man, a lot. Yeah, from young I used to.
So a lot got you to this point. So like. So you always knew you was gonna do it. Was parents always supportive of the fact that you want?
Yeah. To be honest, I'll be entirely honest. My parents were always fully supportive of it. The only thing that like came about that might have seemed like not supporting was just like the worry of like, is it gonna work out? Like you need a plan B type thing. You need like a cushion that you can fall back on.
Makes sense.
And that's why they were so heavy on education. Like my daddy, I even had a conversation with my dad the other day. He said to me that if he was born here, he probably would have done the same thing I'm doing. He probably would have been doing music. Yeah, because he loves music so much. Like he loves music so much. So then that's why when I was in like year 6 and I wanted a guitar, the reason I wanted a guitar was, you know, Disney Channel, the Jonas Brothers. I used to bang out that show.
Oh, wait, no.
I used to bang out that show.
Though.
Nah, they were.
They were so hard.
They were lit. You saw all the old girls after them. I was like, I want to be cool like that. So then I was like to my dad, Dad, can I have a guitar? That same night, ordered me a guitar off eBay. Boom.
Oh, so he was like proper on.
Yeah, he was proper on supporting every single time I wanted to do music. Just supporting it.
It's actually so funny because like, my mum was like, if you know how many instruments that I have started and because of my own foolishness, did not complete
them ones, yeah.
Violin,
piano, nah, it happens.
What?
Like, I asked my dad to get me a saxophone. I played it like a few times. I learned how to play thrift shop, you know that thing. And then after that, Yeah.
No, I can't. I'm forcing my children. Like, do you know there's certain activities that they do as a kid that is optional? This is not one.
For real.
So
It's a great skill to learn.
Be upstairs. I need to hear it play. Because it's like.
And then when the uncle comes up, come on, play for your uncle.
I'm like, Samson. You playing? Yeah. No, be rapping.
Oh my days, that is so funny.
It's necessary because like, how can? Now I'm older. It's just like it's a waste of a skill that even though I don't know, even though there might not be a passion, just the fact that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
You don't know who will need you to be able to play something.
For real, it's a great form of expression, man. Like it's amazing.
Mate.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
I think I interrupted you saying.
Nah, it's cool. I've even forgotten where I was now.
Same. Okay.
I said education. My dad said he was gonna be a musician. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you want to say?
I can't even remember. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was my question? Okay, no. One of the things that we don't have to talk about now because we've got a lot of time, and I feel like you're the first person that like straight off the bat we're in. Normally it takes a while for people to acclimatise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're in and we're in early. So I don't even know where this conversation going to lead to. But one of the things I really want to talk to you is just about like your view on music and from the perspective of that you're a Christian,
right?
And like how you see yourself as an artist because, like, of course, God influences everything you do.
Of course, yeah.
But do you see yourself as a Christian rapper or a gospel artist, or do you just see yourself? I'm an artist,
right?
With the influence of God. Like, how do you see yourself? How do you see that bracket of music? As gospel rap or gospel
cool.
Kelani.
That's a very that's a very good question, yeah. But to be honest, like if I'm gonna be entirely honest, I've seen when it comes to this kind of conversation, I've seen artists that are making Christian music that don't like being associated with like that whole scene and calling themselves Christian artists. They really hate it. Yeah. Then I've seen artists that are Christian that make like secular music, but then they're also like, guys, I'm a Christian, like guys, Yeah. So like, for example, like as much as Kanye West is saying he's a Christian now, people will always say he's a secular artist. Like they won't say he's a gospel artist.
Yeah.
Like,
even Justin Bieber actually.
Yeah, Justin Bieber, they will say. So I think when it comes to the actual definition of the word, when you say Christian artist, like by definition, I guess I am because I'm a Christian and I'm an artist. By definition, I'm a Christian artist. Yeah. In the same way that, like, I don't know, if I was a fashion designer, are you a Christian fashion designer? I'm a Christian fashion designer because I'm Christian and I'm a fashion designer. Like if there was like a society for like if let's say I worked at a tech company, like let's say I worked at like Google or something, and then let's say I was a software developer and it was like bare people that were software developers, and then they had like a meetup every night for Christian software developers. I will be there because I'm Christian. Doesn't mean the code that I'm making is like
is Christian. Is
just for Christian. You get me? Like it doesn't mean that. It just means. But then I think the question that people, I think when people ask that question, I'm not alluding to you by the way, but like when I've seen people like ask that, they're talking about like the art that I make, and this is something that I've like battled with for a while. Because I think when I first started out making music, so like releasing music, being on music that went on streaming platforms and stuff, so that was like with Imprint, so this is back in like 2019, I think, 2019, but so they were very integral in like the beginning of like I'm doing it professionally because I always had the dream of doing it, but I never knew the right way to start.
Oh my god, you sound like that.
Yeah, literally, so like. They helped but they did like kind of like overtly Christian music, but I didn't have a problem with that at the time. Like I was like, yeah, cool, I'm here, like I'm enjoying it, I'm having so much fun making music with my friends. But then it was later on that I started like doing music a bit more. I started realizing that, like, for example, the other day, I remember you saw that time the other day when I had that like kind of run on my private because basically what happened was I literally went up to the mic to try and record, and then I just felt this like overwhelming feeling of like, I would say condemnation, or because what I was saying wasn't like overtly Christian, but I felt so comfortable with it. But then I started thinking, what are Christians gonna think when they hear this? and it affected me like in a mad way. But I think now I've deeped that like that time that I was doing Christian, that music that was like overtly Christian, like that was for that time and I really enjoyed it, and I don't regret doing it those times. But like now I don't regret doing what I'm doing now. I think it's just as the time like goes,
it's evolving as an artist.
Literally evolving as an artist and just finding what you like doing. Who knows? I might just go back and do gospel thing again. Like it's just, do you get me? It's just how you feel and like whatever. But then all at the same time, like praying about it, asking God for direction and stuff like that. Like I've started doing that now in my studio sessions. Like before I start, I just pray and like God help me to like navigate what I'm like, whatever I say, whatever beat I make, whatever like however it goes, like coordinate everything. And because at the end of the day, like that's the whole, like that's what I'm doing all of this for. At the end of the day, like even if it's not overtly gospel, I like putting different like things that like thought-provoking things that can make people think a bit deeper. So
that's so good.
So
and I feel like that's essentially what I see as, or if you're producing gospel music, that's one thing. But if you're just a Christian who is a artist or a Christian artist or whatever you want to define that as, that is essentially what you should do. Do you know what I mean? It's like rather whatever I do, whatever sphere that I find myself, God is at the center. So if He's at the center of the beat production, where some people might not even consider, you can't hear that. Can't hear.
Fam, for real.
God.
God. I'm not gonna use it as my producer tag, like Jesus Christ, like you get me, like
Christ,
for real, like it's a mad thing.
Oh, but no, that is literally the crux of it, and it's like I'm so happy because I remember I had the privilege of like being your friend, so I see that other side to it, see the side where it's like I remember having conversations with you when you were bogged down, and it's just like, bro, some Christians, I can say this, I love you all brothers and sisters, my brethren, but you're weird. You're weird. I find you might find me weird, but I find you weird. The things that aggravate you, why are you angry? God is love. God gives joy, so why are you mad? But that's a different rant for a different day.
Different one, that one.
My heart.
That one there.
Came out. But no, so let's actually talk me through the process of you actually like becoming an artist. Well, you said like, oh yeah, you needed that help from Imprint and Sound. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out them.
Hi. Shout out to you guys. Like you needed their help to navigate into that sphere. How was the process? How did you find them? How did they find the route?
Basically. So okay. Let's because so cool. In becoming an artist, cool. My dad taught me my first chord. Then my cousin as well, my older cousin, he taught me how to play drums as a kid in church. So apparently as a kid, like they always had to like pull me away from the drums. I was always grabbing the sticks and so he taught me how to play. Drumming like ended up teaching me like, because basically you have obviously you have your 1, 2, 3, 4 like usual count, but drumming helped me like find different pockets of the ways that I can bounce around the 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how I was able to find different pockets with flows in it. So like for example, like so like when I chat with like grime MCs now, grime MCs are the best with when it comes to flows in it, and then like I've had conversations with some of them and they're like, oh like, because I like, see the thing is I listened to grime growing up, but again, I was still that Tyler, Earl Sweatshirt, you get me? So they were like to me, oh, but like, you were never like an MC, like you never did sets, like how do you find flows like that? But it's like, it's the drumming thing, innit? So cool. Now fast forward a little bit to when I was in sixth form, and then, so, or what do you call it? College, sixth form?
I went to a sixth form college.
Oh, okay, yeah. So cool. So now I'm in a group chat with some of my friends that, basically we were all we all did music GCSE together, and we were all in this one class, and then we used to do this thing like when the teacher would leave or whatever, someone would like play like something on the keys, and then someone would start rapping. So you know AT, my boy AT. Yeah. So him, like me, bit other people, we're all in this group chat. We're all out here like. So then there was one time we started sending disses at each other, innit, and it became a thing like. This is what we did. Like, we'll play instrumental, we'll rap, and then this times when my dad would hear me rapping, I'm meant to be doing revision. I'm rapping, my dad would say, Mr. Rapper, stop rapping. And it was mad. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah, so literally by then, I had I'll say over from then up until now, I'll probably say I've written about like 5 projects worth of of lyrics, yeah. But every time I got better, I'd see the project that I'd written, delete it, start all over again, delete it, start all over again. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have deleted, I should have just kept them and then made it better.
If anything I can bring, because I can't bring a lot to this conversation, I'm not honest, but don't delete old stuff, whether it's old pictures, whether it's old
beats as well, don't delete.
Don't, because there's, even though it's like, it might feel cringy listening back to it, or you might hear your progression, there's just beauty in just hearing and honouring like where you started from and seeing where you've come to now. Then even if you hear a motif or you see like something from that, you can bring it back and just like, hear the full circle.
For real.
Even if it's in on a hard drive somewhere, locked up somewhere, because imagine 40 years down the line and you find it. Do you know that's gold to you? Like,
literally.
That's my 2 pence.
Literally. Now you're right. Even when I hear old beats that I made, I'm like, okay, I see where I was trying to go with that. So that's what I did. And then, so cool. Now with Imprint, so we had a weekly fellowship that we had called Cruise, innit? So we're all there, and then they play the beat, and then we're just having fun, just freestyling. As for me, I've got all my lyrics that I've been writing since 2017.
So it's like a freestyle, but it's like...
Yeah, like I had this one, I had this...
Like, my level, your level...
For real.
I've been jogging.
For real, you get me? So, when it came to my turn, I just came out with a thing, and then, Wally, who's part of Imprint, was just like, guys, I think we could actually like make a track, like, this could actually be really good. And then I thought he was just joking, but then... all of a sudden, I know I'm in a group chat. He said, okay, first studio session is next week, Tuesday, I was like, oh, okay, whoa. So then we're there, coming studio, recording, like...
Was that the first time you've been in a studio set?
Yeah, first time been in like a proper studio. Actually, I'll probably say second time been in first time I've been in the studio and I'm recording. Like, I'm actually doing something.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was mad, like, those days, man, they were amazing. And then we did like, performances at the showcase and like it was just those days were great.
And that was in a group, right? Or were you
it was a group. It was a group. And then afterwards, then I started to do like my own solo thing. But like with my own solo thing for a bit, I feel like...
What year was this?
So this 2019 now.
2019.
Yeah, so like my solo thing now, I feel like because I was still very, very anxious about all of it, like being in preparation stage for so long, like I didn't kind of know how to step out. So I like when I first stepped out, I was kind of like doing even when I was rapping, I was kind of like sounding like other people. I wasn't like, do you get me? I wasn't developing my own thing, and then it just got a bit weird. So that's why I released my first single the 31st of December 2019. But I didn't like it because I could hear like my voice and the way I was rapping. I was like, I didn't like it. Like I didn't like what I was doing. So then, almost a year later. So, November. Yeah, November's the next time I dropped. Yeah, so in between that time, we had like the pandemic. We had like
Did you move your mic up just a tad?
Up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Or you can speak louder, whichever one.
Okay, cool. So so we had the pandemic, we had lockdown, and then like I had an opportunity to kind of just be locked. I was about to say lockdown, but locked in. Amen. But locked in with like my ideas and stuff like that. So, it was basically I wanted like. I want to hear like different beats and stuff, but I'd find beats on YouTube and they were always kind of letting me down, like because I'll hear a beat on YouTube and I'll just be like, okay, cool, this sounds like it's gonna be really good, and be like, oh, you could have just gone this way, or like so it was frustrating. So then I was like, all right, cool, let me just teach myself. And then so during uni already I was with Corby a lot. So Corby would be making beats. Like Corby was he's the OG when it comes to making beats. He's the guy.
How long have you known Corby for?
Ooh, how long? I'll say 5-6 years. Yeah.
So that was in prior uni.
Yeah, before uni. Yeah, before uni. Well,
how?
Well, I guess I could technically say even longer than that, but
Because you knew of or
so basically, okay, it's weird, yeah. Basically, obviously I was born in London, lived in London for like a few years as a kid, yeah, and then moved out, and then after that, like I used to get babysat back in like by next door neighbours, our ex next door neighbours.
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of the time we used to kick ball in like this park that was like with all the you see there's like a row of houses around, park there. Later on I meet Corby in sixth form. We start talking about music. He plays keys as well. He makes beats. I was like, yo, like like we just hit it off really well, innit? And then I was like, oh, where do you live? He was just like, oh yeah, I live in it. It turns out, hey, goodness, that's my phone. It's okay. You can just read it.
Nah, come on, it's fine.
Oh, let me just put it down here.
Yeah.
This is ruined the audio, hasn't it?
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's no pressure. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it turns out he was in one of them houses. They were like, so then I was at him. Oh, like, do you remember them days you used to go to the park? Like, I don't like remember like him being there. But it's like,
but technically, you were both. So it was always meant to meet.
Yeah, literally. Because then, the way that we met was like we didn't even go to the same sixth form, but we went to the same library to revise.
Okay,
then. Even then, we didn't talk like that. But then it was like first year of uni. We found out we were both like just by chance. Well, you get me. Yeah. But yeah. So just like we ended up living like a 30-second walk away from each other.
Okay.
So then from there, like I used to go to his room a lot. He'll be making beats, and then I try and make beats with him, and then he would show me the
that part of uni.
Oh man.
Even though like I'm not a beats maker, but like I have a friend that is, and so every time we'll go there, I'll be in like chilling in the room, and there'll be guys spitting. I'll be like, skip me.
Yeah.
I cannot come under pressure. Like,
nah, pressure is yeah. Like
I don't know what the game's called, but you know when you just add a bar on. It's like it gets to me, and I'm just like, I'm prepping. It's my go, and I'm like.
Well, do you not write them down on your phone, or do you hold it in your head?
No, because it's like you don't know what the person before you is gonna say.
Right.
So it's not like you're adding a two. You're not adding
okay.
two. So it's like after what you say.
Do you want to try now?
I vote for it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, not me.
Sure thing. Why not? I will show you how crap.
Go. Just start, and then we'll do. Okay, I was gonna say 2 bars each, but I'm not sure if do you got.
I get what you. I get. No, don't get it twisted. Like one of my favorites.
Oh wait, you did choir and that. You know about.
Yeah, so I get what you mean, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching Nick Cannon Wild and Out, and you know
right. Yeah.
After watching that, I was just like.
I can't lie, the people more than I'm mad though. Like that Justine. She's mad. She's mad. She's crazy. Justine is mad. It's mad. It's insane. It's insane.
A lot of the man on the show.
Yeah. Like I can't lie. She's like top two out of all of them. Yeah.
Even I've seen a couple of interviews where they're like on a random. Oh, you're so sick at freestyle. Spit on dumb. She's like put on a beat.
Yeah, she put on a beat. Just goes.
And I'm just like I'm watching her.
And I remember when they were giving her words and she was going.
Was it the one with?
Sway, I think it was Sway. Yeah.
That one is.
She's
mad.
insane. She's insane.
And it's like, and then they'll be like, I think it's something like they change up the beats. So I think it's either 10 different beats or 5 different beats. So it's like she's on some hip hop into that old school. I don't know, back in the night, and she
can keep going.
Up the phone, like spell your name.
Yeah.
J to the A to the SDA. God,
that's crazy.
After that, I was like, God, please.
She's insane.
One of my wishes, like if like you have to, it'll be like to be able to freestyle. Because it's just like I see and I'm just like. Do
you see how she just swerved out of doing it? I tried to bring it up and she just, you get me. So cool, making beats. He showed me the ropes pretty much. And every time I see, okay, what are you doing here? And he will do it. And then cool. And then so cool. It was just that kind of thing. And then so I think I got into that second year and I was just like, yeah, I really want to do this. But like I got so annoyed because every time I knew what I wanted things to sound like in my head,
it
wasn't flowing out properly. So then he just said, look bro, just like it's not about trying to make something sound sick, it's about just having fun. Like just have fun in it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like started trying to have fun, and then so then that's when I started making beats. I properly started doing it a lot, and then like just banging it out, and then so cool. March, pandemic, came home, like near the end of my third year at uni, and then obviously got some like really bad news about a family member. And then that kind of like spurred me on to make music because it was the emotions from that. I needed a way to express myself. So, I decided to make a beat. I made a few beats. I have like 20 versions of that song of Where. And then...
is that something that you would release, or is it an intimate thing for yourself?
I have versions that were very intimate for me, but like the kind of like watered down version is what I put out in Where, yeah. So I had like really intimate versions I don't think I'm ever gonna put out because they're like just for me to listen to. But like.
Where do you record all of your stuff? Do you do it in your own?
So back in the day, I did it on a mic that Wale gave me actually. Did it on a mic that like I still got now.
Is it like, was that just in your room and stuff?
Yeah, in my room. But then now I've started going to the studio to record.
I told you invite me and don't do it on the store. Like, I need at least a day in advance.
Alright, I will. I promise.
Because this is how I view yourself. Like, oh yeah, 24 hours in the studio, such an amazing. I said I could have come to one.
I know. Next week. Okay, I'm gonna be there. Just I'll holiday.
Is it like because I work?
Alright, cool.
So
we can do an evening thing.
Yeah, I can do.
Calm. I quit my job the other day, you know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
I know there's a lot. I know.
Oh my god, I just looked at time. So technically we have around 10 minutes in.
Goodness.
I know, there's so much still to talk about.
Okay.
So you're with Corby. How are you releasing it? You still haven't got to releasing.
Releasing. Alright, cool. Yeah. So so I wrote a song. Corby made a beat for me actually. Rapped on it.
You can
put that out.
Paste.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm trying to. So cool. Put it out. I didn't like it because I didn't like the way I was rapping on it. Ended up like that song has ended up like it's taken down now, but I think I might put it on SoundCloud or something.
Okay.
And then so they ended up releasing Where in like so I made that in like the height of lockdown. I made that in like July. Ended up releasing it in November, which is like almost a year later. Because like a year break, I was just finding my sound and stuff. I feel like I finally found my sound.
Do you feel like that encapsulates your sound?
Yeah. Not the entirety of it, but if someone would say like give us a taste of like what Samson makes, I'll be like, yeah, cool. And then so like from there I've just been like marketing that one thing, and then like so it was crazy. Like yesterday, for example, Koji Radical was singing the hook to my song. Like he was there, like just wanna know. I was like, what the hell?
How do you know?
I was bugging out, like yeah. But it's now he heard it like a few months ago and added it to his playlist. I really loved it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you get a monthly view? Now, once you're in a playlist, it's like you will just get plays.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was lit, man. Yeah, he's only shown me love. It's lit for real.
Okay, so I'm. Do you know what? I'm skipping over how you're putting. So how do you put stuff onto SoundCloud? What is the process of that?
SoundCloud is a lot easier because you can literally just have an account and then just put a file in, upload.
Okay.
But like for stuff like Spotify, I was about to say Snapchat, Spotify, Apple Music, you need a distributor. So you find a distributor. So like there's different distributors. So there's one called DistroKid, there's Ditto, there's United Masters. Like there's so many different ones. You put the file to them. You pay them like a fee, like a yearly fee. Okay. And then they send it out to all the stores. So they send it out to like Deezer as well, like all these different like like.
What about Tidal? Because you know Tidal.
Tidal, send it to Tidal as well. Oh. Yeah. So like they do all streaming platforms for you.
Okay.
YouTube Music as well.
So that's what people are talking about when they're talking about this person like they're an independent artist. It's like but how can you be independent when you've got this? Is that's
so distributor, you need like every artist needs a distributor, even if you're independent or whatever. Every artist, but it's just that if you're with a label, they do all of that for you. They just say, this is my song, this is the final version, and then they they do all the admin for you. It depends. Some labels don't do that. Some labels do. Like it depends, but. And even underneath, like on your name on Spotify, it will say the label that you're under.
Oh.
So but like DistroKid, for example, they let you like just put any random name of a label, like if you want. Yeah, so like some people just put their name or whatever, but yeah, like that's pretty much it. Getting on to
that's for you guys. I want to talk to you about like just your work ethic actually, because Samson grinds.
I can now talk about the notice I gave, and I can talk about that.
Samson grinds. Samson puts his work in to get people to hear it, because it's not like you put it on SoundCloud and people randomly find as much or why do I keep saying SoundCloud, Spotify, and people randomly find
but it's SoundCloud as well. So
SoundCloud, all of that. But it's like you push your ish out.
Yeah, you have to.
It's not as easy to like, put in your stuff on Spotify. It's not enough. Yeah. Or do you think it is?
No, not at all. I would say, like, yesterday as well made me realise, even before yesterday happened, I'd say... Yeah. So yesterday, obviously, because you were saying my lyrics, but then also I met Little Sims, and then she asked me to, like, rap, like, a 16, like, live or a cappella for her. And I did, and then she loved it, like, it was lit, like, it was mad crazy. Because Little Sims is, like, one of my... Yeah, so it was mad. But like, I realised that, like, I would say... The success of an artist, I'll say, is 30% your actual music. I'll say 70% is the marketing of it. So in terms of like what I've done for my music, from early, even when I was just doing freestyles, I would always email my stuff out to like bare people. So you see when like an artist would have like in their bio like management this, I would email to that email. Swear. Yeah, and then I'd email and say, oh, like let me know if you're feeling it, and then my boy told me about this thing you can use called mail track, so you can see when someone's opened the email. You can see how many times they opened it, what time they opened it, all of that. Yeah, so I remember one time I sent something to Wretch 32's manager. I was still in third year at the time. I did a freestyle, sent it to him, and then he read it like 3 times. So it means he's been going back to the email. So then he didn't respond, but then I emailed him again and I said, so what do you think? And then he was just like, oh, like, you're definitely talented, like, And I was like, oh, I'd really appreciate if you could show it to Retro 2. He was just like, yeah, I'll show it to him. Like, just like that. So, like, and it was because I pressed, for real, I just kept pressing, and then, you get me? Obviously, that didn't end up becoming anything, but do you get me? Like, is what it is. So, like, with like, the work, it's hunger, man. It's just hunger, like, every single day I'm DMing people. Every single day I'm emailing people.
Does it get long sometimes? Does it ever get to a point it's like, bro, I've been doing it and I don't feel...
Do you know what? I've actually never felt like that. The only time I've only felt like, how long will it be till this happens? But I've never felt like this is long, like I'm gonna stop doing it. Like I've always felt like I'm never gonna, because I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. Do you get me? Like, from the same kid that was back then, like, I just know, like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is the way I'm meant to. So whatever it costs, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. If it means that I DM someone and they call me a beg, whatever, like, even when I had no songs out, I was DMing Joey Bear saying, look, one day we're gonna do, like, 2019, you'll see it on my phone that it's there, like, well.
No, I feel like it's good. It's like, if you don't have, I don't know how many times I've said it, if I've said it before, if I'll say it again, but something that was said to me when I was early, like, especially with a lot of these creative things, if it's not your passion, or if there's not an internal calling to your soul, bro, find what is.
Literally.
Because the arts is not the one. Because it can take a lot from you before it gives you what you want it to give. But if your heart is calling to it, you don't care. You literally don't care whether it's your money, whether it's your time, whether it's your patience, whether it's just like L after L after L. Having that tenacity to keep going. Yeah. You need to love what you do, because if not, you're gonna stop before the blow. For real. And there could be so many obstacles, like, boy. But yeah, like, there's a lot, but just gotta keep pushing. I'm upset. We didn't get through much, did we? We didn't, but we did. We got through a lot. We unpacked a lot. But it's like, now we just go
yeah. Now
do you know what I
inside.
mean?
Yeah.
But I say it all the time. I own this. Luckily, I don't have sponsorship. This is my team. So if I want you back, I'll have you back. Do you know what I mean? So this was a nice teaser. It's a nice way for everyone to get to know you. Plug yourself, please.
At Samson M on Twitter, Instagram. At Samson M _. Sorry, SAMSONM _. And then my Spotify, Samson all caps. YouTube, same Samson all caps. But like on my Spotify, it's a picture of me like with my hand covering the camera. I'm wearing my favorite hoodie, my Wu-Tang hoodie. Wu-Tang Classic as well. Yeah, another.
Lovely.
Amazing.
I will try to remember to like link all of his stuff in the description box below. Check out his sound. Check him out. No wonder you're hearing that annoying tang. That's me. Sorry, guys. But like, check him out. He's amazing. He's gonna go far. I can see it from my friend. I can. And if I didn't believe it, I would keep quiet. I'm the type of guy. I'm that type of person. But yeah, so we are out. I'm gonna put this at the end of all of them as well. Like, if you know anyone that wants to come on the show, or if you know anyone that this will benefit, either tell them to shout me on my socials or comment. You know how to get to me anyway. Do it, because I'm trying to see young talent here and let them be able to talk, because I can't have awkwardness. I can't. So yeah, love you guys. See you next episode.
What camera am I looking at?
Those two.
This one.
Do that one. Yeah.
Next episode.